Hello, my name is Michelle, and I'm currently finishing up my junior year of high school at an IB school with some final exams. This video will serve as a culminating project as well as my final for my Theory of Knowledge course, also known as TOK. So here, I will be talking about previous projects that I have completed, assignments that I found most interesting, and other insightful things that I found intriguing. So let's begin. So one of the first major projects that I've done in TOK was the This I Believe project. And in this project, everyone in the class created a statement of what they believed in. So my statement was, I believe in unity. And after getting my statement, I then made a short video with the popular Beatles song playing in the background, and that song is Come Together. So with my statement, I believe in unity, that statement was created based off of the inspiration I had from my favorite book, which is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. And in this book, there was a quote from the main character whose name is Charlie. And basically this quote is talking about how people are connected by the small things, and the quote exactly, word for word, is, "And all the books you've read have been read by other people, and all the songs you've loved have been heard by other people. And that girl that's pretty to you is pretty to other people too. And if you looked at these facts when you were happy, you would feel great, because you are describing unity." So that was basically one of my favorite quotes out of the whole book, and when I read that, it made me think about what I love and compare it to what other people surrounding me love as well, and see if there's any relation of the two. And it also made me reflect upon what I've shared with others and what they have shared with me. For example, with The Perks of Being a Wallflower book, I passed that book around to all my friends, and it's been used, it's been read constantly. From when it was first bought in, there was no rips or anything, and now it's kind of it's a worn out book now because so many people have read it, and the fact that I read it, it's my favorite book, and my friends have read it, and some of them, it's now their favorite book, so it's kind of like there's a relationship there, so it's us all being connected, it's us having unity, so I believe in unity. And within the video that I made for this, I also included pictures of my friends with the book itself, and I've also included numerous other pictures to help me explain the quote, which you can see the video, the actual video as well, and I'll post that in the description for this video. So you can watch that, and it's a project. The This I Believe project is one of the best projects I've done in TOK so far, I think, and it was one of the first ones. So I'm very proud of how my video turned out for that, so I will definitely post a link in the description for you to check out. So that was This I Believe project. And another one of my favorite projects was a presentation that I made on this website called Prezi. And the topic of interest for this particular project was language and ways of knowing. So currently I am in a standard level French class. So I wanted to make a connection between TOK and French. Therefore, my project / presentation was focused on the government in France banning the use of the term known as mademoiselle. Not mademoiselle, madame. In France, they banned the term madame from being used on legal documents. And overall, the fact that it's banned and not being able to be used anymore, that definitely sparked interest in me, because madame is a common term. We all use it to explain who is of marital status, if they are married or not. And if they're not married, it's usually mademoiselle in France. If they're married, it's madame. If they're older, like much older than you, it's madame. That's known to be kind of the polite way, but also mademoiselle is polite as well. But now, in legal documents, they are no longer using madame. And that made me think about America and other countries as well, how you say Mrs. or miss. If you say ma'am or miss, it's basically all these common names, common terms being used to describe people and the controversies that it brings. And this was one of the biggest controversies involving language in France, which is the banning of the term madame. So that sparked interest in me, therefore I made the project on that, and it was called Adieu Mademoiselle. So that is that project, and I will also post a link to that as well in my description of this video. And another project that I have recently done that I am proud of is a project based on emotions, and we all in the class had to create a Wix, which is a Flash website developer. So we all made websites and we all picked emotions to show on our websites. And my two emotions / feelings were attached as well as troubled. So for being attached, I included the definition, one from the actual dictionary, Webster's Dictionary, and then the other one was from Urban Dictionary, which is a modern source where people can edit their definitions and put them into urbandictionary.com. And basically Urban Dictionary is used by a lot of people in my generation and the younger generations. Generally, Urban Dictionary is a common source where people can find funnier definitions or definitions that aren't necessarily official. So I have that there as well to relate to not only the actual definition, but how we as society may define it, as teenagers may define it. So I had attached, and I also had clingy as a subtopic in attached for my website. And for troubled, I just had troubled. And for being attached, I explained clinginess, and I showed examples of clinginess. For example, text messages where someone would always say hi to you, maybe once every day, and you've never said hi to them back, and then you still never said hi to them back, yet they still text you hi. And it's as if they don't get the message that you don't want to talk to them. So that was one example that I have for my attached website of pictures. And for troubled, it was based off of when you want to make a decision but you can't, or when you're just thinking a lot, you're overthinking, and it gets you into this troubled state of mind. So that's what my troubled website was basically about. So that was my emotions websites project. And in class we also listen and watch these TED Talk videos, which are very interesting, and my teacher is definitely a part of TED Talk and is going to be a part of a website for TED Talk. So we've been definitely evaluating TED Talks and watching them consistently. And one that definitely interested me was this one based on liars and why we lie, or how to spot a liar. That one was interesting. Although I will post a description of it in the description of the video. I will post a link to the TED Talk, which you can watch. It's also on the class TOK blog, which is ljatok13.posturous.com, which will also be posted in my description for this video. So overall in TOK, we evaluate what we've done, how we think. We evaluate how we think, why we think a certain way, why people are the way that they are. So sometimes it also connects to our psychology class if we are in a psychology course, which I am in high-level psychology. And sometimes we learn about similar things, because in TOK we can analyze how people act. In psychology you will obviously talk about how people act, so that's a connection between those two subjects. And then, so basically out of all the projects that I've ever done for TOK thus far, my favorites were the This I Believe project, my language project, which was the Madame being banned in France, as well as the emotions websites, which I made two. There are two separate websites, not just one with two emotions. They are two separate websites. So those are the projects I'm most proud of, and I will post more in the description of maybe what I've done in TOK thus far. It has been a very exciting year of TOK, and I'm looking forward to senior year, another semester of it. So, it's been a good year, and can't wait for next year. And those are my projects. Thank you for watching.